The golden ages of Roblox are often remembered as the early 2010s and the late 2010s. These were eras when creativity, a strong community, and unforgettable games defined the platform. But what if I told you that Roblox is going through another golden age right now? On the surface, it looks like Roblox has never been stronger, with records constantly being broken. Yet behind those numbers lies a darker truth. Most of the games leading this new era are low effort, disposable, and far from what players once called a golden age. But it's not just the slop games that are making Roblox feel worse with each passing day. To really cover everything that's going on, we're gonna have to break this video down into a few parts, starting with the rise of low effort games. Slop games have always been around on Roblox, whether that's copy and paste tycoons or cash grabby simulators. These games have always been in place to attract players seeking that quick dopamine rush they get after completing a game in 20 minutes or unlocking a rare pet with their mother's credit card. What didn't make these games a major problem back in the day was that these games weren't so popular and rarely popped up on the front page. However, if you fast forward to 2025, the top games on Roblox are either low effort or extremely monetized, with most of the time both being put in place. But why is this the case? You see, most players on Roblox are kids, which is okay, but normally these kids have a terrible attention span, which is why most of these games are very low effort and easy to play. Take for example, Steal a Brain Rot. With 1 million consecutive players, the game is simple. You either buy brain rots or steal them, and try to collect as much money as you can from them. Compared to Dig, a game with just 150 players, this game contains a huge world, very in-depth mechanics, and overall clean gameplay, but it still fails to keep more than 1,000 players engaged. And this is because Roblox games have been normalized to be easy to play and action-paced, which is nothing compared to the old golden ages of Roblox, where developers would pour an incredible amount of time, resources, and money to develop a successful game. Which brings us on to the next problem. Back in the earlier golden ages, monetization was simple. Maybe you'd buy a game pass for a cool sword or donate to a developer you liked. Spending Robux was optional, and the best games didn't rely on it to keep players hooked. Fast forward to today, and monetization isn't just present, it's the core design. Many of the biggest games are built around microtransactions, pay to win pets, premium boosts, gambling mechanics, and more. Almost every system is designed to get players spending. And the awful truth is that this is now normalized on Roblox. And this hits especially hard because, again, since most of Roblox players base is kids, a lot of these games rely on them begging their parents for Robux or draining pocket money just to keep up. These games are designed less around creativity or fun and more around making as much money as possible. Take the Pet Simulator franchise for example, an empire built on limited pets and endless gambling locked behind a paywall, or countless Grow Garden and Steal a Brain Rot clones that thrive not because they're good games, but because they're designed to milk money out of players. The result is a Roblox where quality doesn't always matter. As long as the game can get players to spend, it succeeds. Therefore, that shift, combined with the rise of low-effort gameplay, has completely changed what Roblox feels like compared to the golden ages we remember. However, there's another problem that makes this new so-called golden age feel even worse. The death of originality. Roblox used to be the place where new ideas thrive. For example, games like Natural Disaster Survival, Work at a Pizza Place, Apocalypse Rising, and more. These weren't just games that were chasing after the next big trend. They were games that created trends. Developers were experimenting, taking risks, and coming up with ideas no one had ever seen before. That's what made Roblox feel so exciting back then. Every time you logged on, you had the chance to find something new, something creative, something that stuck with you. But if you look at Roblox today, originality has almost disappeared from the front page. Instead of new ideas, we see endless clones, copy and paste brain rot games, the same RNG game reskinned for the 100th time, or quick meme games built around whatever's trending on TikTok. It's not about building something unique anymore, it's about being the fastest person to copy a trend, slap a title on it, and get it out before someone else does. But what makes this even worse is that Roblox itself kind of encourages it. The algorithm algorithm pushes whatever can grab the most players quickly. Most kids aren't looking for depth or creativity, they just want something simple and fun for a few minutes. So naturally, low effort clones rise to the top while unique games get buried. A developer could spend months building something original, polishing every mechanic and designing every map, and at the end of the day, it'll struggle to hold a few hundred players. Meanwhile, a rush trend chasing game can pull millions without breaking a sweat. This means originality doesn't pay off anymore, and when developers know that cloning a trend is the only way to blow up, why would they take the risk of making something new? That's the cycle we're in right now, one where originality struggles to even survive, and it's not just the games that are suffering, the marketplaces too. Back in the older days of Roblox, the catalog felt special. Items were limited, unique, and most of the time actually memorable. Whether it was a silly hat, a seasonal event item, or a rare limited you worked hard to trade for, owning something from the catalog actually felt like an achievement. People cared about what they wore because items had meaning behind them. But with UGC being open to basically everyone now, the marketplace has become completely flooded. Every single day, thousands of new items get uploaded, and most of them are low quality, rushed, or straight up copies of something that already exists. Instead of carefully designed items that stand out, the catalog is full of spam, accessory packs, reskin hairs, fake limiteds, or assets clearly inspired by off-platform items. And just like with games, the system rewards quantity over quality. Creators aren't focused on making the next iconic hat. They're focused on cranking out as many items as possible to farm sales. The result is a marketplace where finding something unique or creative feels almost impossible. What makes this worse is that Roblox themselves have leaned into this. Limiteds used to feel rare and valuable, but now with the rise of UGC limiteds, they've lost almost all of their meaning. Every day there's just another batch of UGC limiteds that floods the market, and instead of building excitement, it just leaves players overwhelmed and uninterested. The marketplace used to be a core part of Roblox identity, a place where players expressed themselves and showed off their creativity. Now it feels more like a cluttered mess, just another example of how Roblox's golden age has been replaced by a quantity over quality era. And that same shift from quality to quantity doesn't just affect games or the marketplace, it's even more obvious when you look at Roblox events. Because if you were around the older golden ages, you'll remember how special events used to feel. Things like the egg hunts, holiday events, or even the Blocktober celebrations weren't just small updates, they were massive community moments. Players would jump from game to game, working together to unlock prizes, exploring huge worlds built just for the event. It was fun, it was memorable, and it actually brought the community closer. But if you compare that to the events now, where the goals are repetitive and the game shop is filled with expensive items, the difference is night and day. If Roblox just decides to listen to their community and stop prioritizing their investors instead, they'll be even more successful than they are now. Because at the end of the day, people don't want Roblox to be perfect, they just want it to feel fun again. They want creativity, community, and originality to matter more than profit. And if Roblox can bring that spirit back, then maybe this so-called golden age won't have to be remembered as the worst one.